We were discussing crisis and inflation. Look at this car. This car represents the price levels. It started at 20 kilometers per hour and increased it to 32. Increase was 12 kilometers per hour and the increase works out to 60%. And now it increases speed from 32 to 45, 55 and 60. In the fourth hour, increase was 5 kilometers per hour and the rate of increase is 9%. Now look at the second car. Second car is representing the income levels. Income car want to catch up with the first car, the price car. But the second car is tottering at the same place. It can't increase its speed. It has some defects. So now you go to the driver of that car and you tell him, look, we have controlled the rate of increase in speed from 60% to 9%. What happened? He says that is not relevant to me because that car is traveling at 60 kilometers per hour. How can I catch it? I can't move. This is the same scenario like you telling the people we tame inflation from 70% to 6%. Now it is time for us to look at inflation in a little more detail. Now see, from 2015, price levels and inflation is depicted in this graph. Inflation was something like 3%, 5%, 6% like that from 2015. It has taken a turning point in September 2021. That is the turning point. Now we shall look at the inflation story from the turning point, that is from September 2021. We are depicting the price index in the dark blue line and we are depicting the rate of inflation in the red line. Now see the price index in September 2021. It was 144 and in September 2022 it is 245 and that works out to an inflation of 70%. And similarly, when we take the price index of July 2022, it was 230 and July 2023, last month it was 244 and it works out to inflation, rate of inflation of 6%. Now we are boasting that we brought down or we tamed inflation and it came down from 70% to 6%. I say that this has no meaning to the people. This bringing down inflation has not made anything at ease. Everything is in the same position. Now why is that? Why we are taking 1 year for the comparison? 1 year assumption is that economy can adjust itself or can react to the economic shocks and get itself adjusted within a reasonable period of 1 year. That period is reasonable. But here after 2 years, we do not see any adjustment in the economy. It is in the same position. Income levels have not increased. So it is either in the same position as that was in September 2021 or it is worse. So the best possible option is to compare the price index always with September 2021 unless and until we take action to put our economy in right. So when we compare the price index in 2023 July, that is 244, with the price index of September 2021, that is 144, we arrive at the inflation rate of 70%, and that is the inflation that people feel. So there is no particular reason to take 1 year in this scenario, in our case. Now take for example agriculture, cultivation. We take season. We don't have to necessarily follow the calendar months. We take a season. It may be 3 months, 4 months or something like that. And we take the complete cost, seed material, the planting material, the fertilizer, labor and all that, and the harvest, all for one season and work out the profit or loss. And similarly, we have to, in this case, use the season. And our economic season in this scenario, in this crisis situation, is the season starting from September 2021, and that only gives sense, for all these calculations. We are not disputing these numbers. What we say is these numbers are correct, but the interpretation and the story that is being telling is not really applicable to the current situation. This is a new presentation of the current situation. Now here in the blue line we are depicting the price index. In the red line we are depicting a new index. Price indexes are the same that we have taken in the previous charts. Now here in the red line we are depicting the well-being. Well-being is something very difficult to measure, something very difficult to count, but it matters. It has to be counted. As Einstein has said, everything that counts cannot be counted. Everything that can be counted does not count. Well-being is something that has to be counted, but very difficult to count. So what we have done is we made it equal to 0 in September 21, assuming that everything else will remain constant other than the rise in price levels. So the price levels have risen. Now from September 21 to October 2022, it has risen from 144 to 147. So the well-being index has declined from 0 to -2. By application of the same logic, we arrived at a -70 figure in July 2023. That is our well-being has declined by 70%. We were worse than we were in September 2021. So this is the correct perspective. This is the correct scenario. We have to have this correct perspective to plan out the way out from this disaster. We have discussed different aspects of the economy, and we will continue to discuss in future as well. Now our country is in a big disaster. This cannot be saved by one single person. We cannot give it on contract to a politician or economist. We all must participate. We all must shoulder. Every one of us has a contribution to be made. Every one of us has a role to be played. So we invite every person, everybody interested in our mother country, interested in our nation, to join hands with us to continue this dialogue of the rescue operation.